clase, soy yo, Señora Green. Since I can't be there today, I wanted to still teach you the verb ir, so I recorded the lesson so you can watch it in class and you won't fall behind. El verbo ir, this verb up here, significa to go. So it looks a little weird. It looks like It's not pronounced as it's ir, the verb ir. So ir is to go. Antes de empezar, before beginning, let's do a little refresher on what the subject pronouns are, just in case you're a little rusty. ¿Qué significa yo? Now this is where you want to respond to the camera like you would on Dora. It's a little weird, but I want you to tell me what yo means. ¿Qué significa yo? Bien, I. Tú. You. Él. He. Ella. She. Usted. You formal. Those were our singulars. We're here in the plurals. Nosotros. We. Vosotros. And this is the one we use in España. It's the you plural familiar, which is why I wrote it in rojo. Ellos. They. Ustedes. You plural. Muy bien. Usually when we conjugate verbs, we drop the ending. But if we drop the ending of this verb, we aren't left with anything. So the conjugation for this looks pretty crazy. But you've heard these before. So what goes with yo would be the verb voy. So the yo form of ir is voy. So yo voy then would mean what? I go. Bien, it can also mean I'm going. So I go or I'm going. Tú goes with vas. So tú vas, ¿qué significa tú vas? Bien, you go or you're going. El e usted va. So él va, ¿qué significa él va? He goes or he's going. Ella va. She goes or she's going. Usted va. You formal go or you formal are going. Nosotros goes with vamos to mean we're going or we go. Vosotros, again I wrote it in rojo, matches with vais to be you plural familiar go or are going. Ellos ustedes always share the same verb, just like el ellos usted. Ellos ustedes van. Van to mean, what would ellos van mean? They go or they're going. Ustedes van. Bien, you plural go or you plural going. Esto es el verbo ir. Now notice on vosotros, usually we have an accent on vosotros. There is no accent for this, it's just V-A-I-S, V-A-I-S. Okay. Ahora, there's one more thing that you often see with the verb ir when you conjugate it. If ir is to go, so we're saying I'm going, you're going, he's going, she's going, usually we use a special word after it, one that you might hear a lot. You might hear this word, a. So voy a is I'm going to. Vas a, you're going to. El e usted va a, he, she, you formal are going to. Nosotros vamos a, we're going to. Vosotros vais a, you plural familiar are going to. And ellos ustedes van a, they're going to. Or you plural are going to. So to say, we use these to talk about when we're going to do things. I'm going to do something, you're going to do something, he or she's going to do something. So in order to say, I'm going to run, what do we use? Bien, we'd use yo voy, or remember for yo, tú, nosotros, and vosotros, we can leave off the subject pronouns and just say the verbs. So I'm going to would be voy a. And if I'm going to run, what would that be? Voy a correr. Now, why don't I conjugate the verb there? Why don't I say voy a corro? Bien, because look at what we're saying. I'm not saying I'm going to, I run. I'm saying I'm going to run. I'm going to run. So I don't need to conjugate the verb when I use the forms of ir. So the verb that comes after a, don't conjugate it. Let's try another one. What about you're going to talk? What would that be? Yeah. Vas a hablar. Again, why don't we conjugate hablar? Bien, because we're saying to talk. To talk. Otra vez. What about we're going to rest? We're going to rest. Bien. Vamos, or nosotros vamos a descansar. Remember that verb from last chapter? Descansar. Again, notice how the verb is not conjugated. Vamos a descansar. Okay. What about we're going to get a good grade? Vamos a, tricky one. Sacar una buena nota. Muy bien. Uno más. What about they're going to study? Ooh, I like that one. They're going to study. What would that be? Ellos. We need ellos there. Why do we need ellos? Yeah, because if I just left it alone, if I just said van, then I wouldn't know who I'm talking about. Could be ellos van, could be ustedes van. Ellos van, and that tiny word, a estudiar. ¿Sí? ¿Entienden? Ahora van a jugar zorro with this stuff. So what you're going to be asked to do in zorro, and you're going to see it on the paper, is you're going to have to fill in the form of ir and the verb. So you need to remember what those verbs are we've learned. You might see I'm going to eat or you're going to run. So you have to think, refresh your memory on some of those verbs. Si tienen preguntas, hablen conmigo mañana. Hasta mañana.